Hi friends, Jessica here. Today is another episode of Avon Calling with Jessica and Georgiana.
Hey guys, thank you for joining us.
So today we have Lisa Harrell, and she is actually in Georgiana's team. And Lisa has been selling Avon for 14 years. This year she achieved Honor Society, which is selling $20,000 in 1 year. And she is a gold ambassador in leadership. So Lisa, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Hi, guys.
Yay, we're so excited. I know this is kind of funny to do this, but we really wanted to make sure that we can share other Avon reps' stories, and we thought you were going to be the perfect person to be our first guest. So,
Yay!
yay! So, with you selling at Honor Society $20,000 a year, how many years, when you first started, how many years did it take you to reach that sales level?
Well, to be honest, since I started, I have always been in President's Club. There were some years I always made President's Club, and then there were a few years that I made Honor Society.
So President's Club, so did you reach PC like your first year, your second year?
My
Wow,
first year. Yeah.
that's impressive. Not a lot of representatives do that, so like that's amazing. What got you like wanting to sell at President's Club?
Well, honestly, I didn't know the difference because I didn't have an upline when I started. I was on my own up until I met Georgiana. I was nested to Georgiana 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh,
So I didn't even know, I didn't even have a mentor. So I just kept pushing. I knew what I needed to do. I knew what the idea was, and everything just kind of fell into place.
that's amazing. So you were just selling um just to sell really, and you reached President's Club. So that's, I don't know, that's amazing, because I know for me it was really hard. It took me years to reach President's Club.
Yeah,
So
it's not easy.
yeah, not easy. Now, my understanding is that you also work. Is that true?
Yes, I work full time, and most of my time selling Avon, my son was either young or I was working two jobs. So I was working a full time and a part time, and
Wow,
doing management.
and doing Avon. Wow. What is it that like got you interested in selling Avon to begin with?
Actually, the way we started was a friend of my mom's was selling, and my mom would bring home the book, and I was ordering, she was ordering, then my friend was ordering, then my grandma was ordering, and we weren't really getting anything for it. So I talked to my mom, and we said that one of us should sign up so that we could either get our stuff discounted or free with all the other orders that we're collecting, and that's basically why I signed up.
Wow.
And then it just started going from there. Orders just kept coming from everywhere.
Kind of cool. You were like an Avon customer to begin with, and then you got
Yeah,
in. Yeah,
and I figured she would get the credit for signing me up and having me under her, so I didn't feel like she was going to lose out on, the orders that we weren't going to give her anymore.
Mhm. So your first sales were mostly like your family and your friends,
Yes.
and then when you set that goal to reach President's Club and then Honor Society, were you like actively searching for customers? How did that go? Tell me more about that.
It was actually kind of word of mouth. So I would take the books to work. My mom would take them to work. My aunt would take them to work for me. We would leave them in the lobby of my mom's building. Um, so it wasn't I wasn't actively like on the street handing out books because I was working full time, but it was all of my helpers and everybody networking for me too.
That's awesome. I love helpers in my business. I have a couple of good customers that will share my book, take my book with them to their work and collect orders, and um Yeah, I love helpers. Georgie, do you have helpers in your business?
Yeah, they've been really useful to me because I find like at first people may not be interested in starting a business, but a lot of times they're more than willing to help. And like I said, I started a long time ago as a very young person. So my mom's friends were able to come alongside me, just like how Lisa, your mom helps you out. My mom helped me out in the beginning too. And friends of the family were more than willing to help. So it was a huge, huge help.
And with the helpers, they take a book and they're looking at it at work or during lunch, and then they're like, "Oh, let me see," and then they're showing to their friends, and that's how they become helpers, just by looking at the book wherever they are.
And um, with your helpers, I know that some of the people that are working with you, friends of the family, some of them are actually involved in fundraisers and charitable organizations. Are those the people that you've reached out to help you with your Avon fundraisers?
No, no. The fundraisers that I have are actually my friends in some of the rescues that I have that I know, and from where my little doggies come from. Um, but yeah, it started with them.
Hmm.
And then there was another rescue here in New York that was looking for vendors, and that's how I got affiliated with them. So I
Okay,
had 3 fundraisers going at once.
wow. So tell us some more about how you went about approaching those fundraisers.
Um, well, for them, it's a matter of them. I know they needed funds, so it was offered to them. Actually, um, one of them is a friend of mine, and she was going to place an order, and her order was like $100. So I said to her, if your order is this much, why don't you just set up a fundraiser? That way, part of the money will go back to the rescue. And we set it up like right away, and we ran it. We ran it for a while, and over I think 6 weeks, it generated about $1,600 in all online sales.
Wow.
That is
Wow.
so awesome.
Mhm. Yep. Most of them have been online, except for this last one was for a different rescue, and they were able to donate the Rories to a children's hospital, and they had one dog in particular that needed to have an expensive surgery, so we were able to do the Rory fundraiser, and they were able to sell 50 Rories. So they
Aw.
donated 50 Rories to the children's hospital.
And use the funds for that doggy's
And
special surgery.
mm-hmm.
We're dog lovers here. I know, Jess, you got some puppies too.
I got a couple dogs. I love them. That's great. So when you were doing like your first fundraiser, and then how did you go about getting more fundraisers? Like what was the like was it just word of mouth? Were you very open about offering fundraisers to other animal shelters? How did that happen?
Well, once you get one, then you're a little bit more open to offering it to others. It is a little scary to try and approach them, especially since Avon doesn't really have many dog items. But and for anybody that you want to approach for a fundraiser, um, it's not easy to just go, start the conversation. But when the opportunity arises and you know that there's a need for funds, then that's the way to start the conversation. And you know what? You may get your yes and you may get your no. But once you get that first one going, it's a little bit easier to go and approach others, and you're okay if you get the no.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that. Like you're not so focused on, oh, I need to go ahead and get a fundraiser. You're focused on helping an organization. So you're just trying to do your best at fulfilling the need. So if you get yourself in
Yeah.
the mindset where you're looking at, who can I help with my business? Who has a need that I can help share this opportunity with? Those are the people that you just share. I'm an Avon rep. I can help you with the fundraiser, just like with your friend. You're like, you're placing $100 orders. This is something that you can use to help this charity that you're involved in, you're passionate about, and that you and your
And it's
friends
her rescue.
are
It's
passionate about.
her rescue.
Oh, it's her. She runs it.
It's her.
She's really passionate about it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's different when you know that there's a need for something or that they need help. If you just approach them where, hey, I want to do a fundraiser and I really need to get this going, and you make it more about you, you're most likely going to get that no. So if you focus on what they need and how you can help them, you may get the no, but the wheels are turning and they know that now that's an option. And so they may not do it now, but they may do it later.
Yeah, I think that's so true. It's like you could plant that seed and let them know that you, as the Avon representative, offer fundraisers. And if they say no right now, it doesn't mean no forever. It just means, right now maybe they aren't ready. And if you continue to check back in with them and water that seed and make sure that they are aware that you still offer fundraisers and you still are willing to help them out, then one day they will just be ready to go. And yeah, then you can do fundraisers. Did you find that the groups that you do fundraisers with, that it is just a one-time thing, or have you done multiple fundraisers with the same group?
No, so the one that we did that was all online was run during the summer, and they actually went again and did the Rory fundraiser around the holidays. So I don't think it'll be a one-time thing. For one, it hasn't. And then actually the other one, we did one in November, and then they ran another one again in December for the holidays with everybody that was offering. So it was more like a group vendor fundraiser for them instead of focusing on just one. So yeah, I mean, there are options, but again, if you focus on you and what you need, they're not going to be as open to it. You have to remember that when you do a fundraiser, yeah, okay, it's great, you're going to get sales, and yeah, it can help boost you and get you to the next sales level. But if you're not focusing on them, your fundraiser isn't going to be as successful as you want it to be.
Yeah, I think that's great. I love hearing that you do fundraisers, and that is what has helped increase your sales to get you to Honor Society and sell $20,000. Yeah, yay, yay.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, Lisa, okay, I really wanted to know, since you have been an Avon rep for 14 years, what is your favorite thing about being an Avon representative?
Oh boy. This is difficult. Let's see. What?
So many.
There are so many actually. I do actually enjoy getting my orders and collecting them and seeing what everybody's ordering, especially when it's the new products. And it's, I don't know, I the makeup and stuff is all there, but when it's like the new clothes or the new jewelry or all the new stuff that we have for Christmas, like the pajamas, I get excited over that stuff. The slippers, I'm like, oh, I want to see what that look like.
And I'm sure that your customers feel the same way too when they see the catalog.
Yeah, although, they did compete with us a little with putting gift sets together this year.
Well, yeah,
Our baskets are supposed to be our thing.
our basket person, personally, I like that they put them together already. I know you love your baskets, but I was like, oh, these are pretty big.
So, okay, that brings up another question for me. So you like to make gift sets, gift baskets, and then sell those?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Tell me more about that. Do you do that just for the holidays? Do you do it for like Valentine's Day, Mother's Day?
Yes, I do it for all the holidays. I actually started last year, and I started around October with the breast cancer, and that didn't go so well. But then I started to focus on Christmas, and I don't really like the traditional basket, so I try and come up with different ideas and see what I can find in the stores. And one of my baskets was last year was Santa pants, and I sold like 100 of them.
Oh.
Yeah, so since I didn't give up on the breast cancer thing and the Halloween and I focused on Christmas, I did a lot of different baskets last year. And so then I started doing it for the other holidays as well. So I do Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, a little bit of Father's Day. and then Christmas. There's a focus. I don't really focus on Halloween much, but Christmas is the big one.
How do you go about selling your baskets?
Through Facebook, and also when I make my baskets. This year, my brother actually helped me because he's into photography. He took the pictures of my baskets for me, and then I also will create flyers with the baskets and put them with the books. So when I deliver them, give the books out to my customers, they can see that as well if they're not on Facebook.
And you do make some really creative baskets, like the pants, the ornaments. How do you come up with all these crazy ideas?
I told you I don't like the traditional basket that's just in a box. So I'm always looking for something. Always looking for something different.
It sounds like it's like an outlet for your creative juices, so to speak.
Yeah, that I didn't know I had.
Okay.
Don't put me in art class because I will fail, but I'll make a basket for you.
Well, I think as long as you're having fun, that's what it's about. So
Yeah. No, it was fun.
yeah.
It's definitely fun because you can pick and choose, and you can mix and match items that you normally maybe customers wouldn't buy together. And at the same time, it also gives them a chance to try something new because they're buying it because of a product that they love.
Right. So you get that variety, you get to introduce customers to new stuff, and you're using your business to empower other organizations. So you've got like a well-rounded business opportunity going on here. It sounds like you're maximizing all your options.
I try.
Well, good. Well, Lisa, we are out of time today, but we want to say thank you so very much for joining us. And if anybody wants to connect with you on social media or online, what is the best way for them to connect with you?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram too. I don't really use Instagram as much, but yeah, I'm on Facebook. I am part of all Georgiana's group teams, and group pages. So
Okay. Well, great. Well, I've learned a lot from you today, so I really appreciate you taking the time to share with us all. And hopefully, we will be able to connect with you soon in person, and then you and I can take a picture together, all three of us. Yay! Okay. All right.
yay!
Well, that's it for today. We will see you guys next time.
Bye.